So apparently, a new Shonen Jump Plus manga got torn apart for using AI, and a lot of individuals don't understand why the fans are so against the use of AI. And so I want to show you. I'm using here a picture of Albedo from Overlord, right? And I'm just going to ask Grok, which is public available AI, to generate a manga-like comic using Albedo. So generate a 4-panel manga-like comic with this succubus character being clumsy in a store and show a bit of a fan service. Make it black and white. So, how much did this take? 10 seconds of me of writing, and we're going to see in a little bit the result. Usually it takes around 20 seconds. I want to say that Grok isn't the best for this. I think that if you pay for Gemini, you can actually get much better results. But Grok is good enough. Okay, so it didn't come out black and white as I requested, but I'm pretty sure that if I were to tinker with the AI a little bit, I could get it the exact way I want. So I asked for a funny situation with a little bit of fan service. So I guess like she's carrying this big sword with her, and she trips, and you get to see cleavage, right? The fan service is displayed. And it took, what, 1 minute for me to generate this? And here's the question. How much are you willing to pay for this? Like, how much money would you be willing to give me for doing this? Because this is the interesting thing, like the products that use AI, they cost exactly the same as if a guy was to hand-drawn it. And so it's not about the artifacts, and it's not really even about the quality. Because, again, if you were to insist on getting prompt after prompt after prompt and just editing the artifacts out, like, eventually you can make something that's serviceable. And, like, look, even here, I can then go, like, make it black and white Japanese manga style, right? And you're going to get the result. And I can even increase the fan service, like I can ask for panties or whatever. But the general idea is that there is so little work involved. Like, there is almost nothing that I actually do which requires effort, and it costs me nothing, right? But then I put it in a manga, and I ask people to give me money. Like, how does that make sense? And of course, like, people that genuinely appreciate art, and they appreciate the artists, and they also draw they buy the mangas in order to actually see the drawings and, you know, to see the creativity of the artist on paper, don't really like it when someone else is selling another product, which is putting their artists out of a business, and is asking the same amount of cash for it. And the main issue here isn't that, well, artists should get good. Like, there is nothing a human artist can do to generate things this fast. Because for an artist to draw something like this, it probably takes him around 3 to 4 days to reach this level of quality. Maybe if he does shortcuts, maybe if he, you know, traces, it would take him like 2 days. And compare that to just 1 minute. Boom, it's there. And so, yeah, no, I completely understand why people are upset. Now, there is a compromise, of course, and I'm not entirely against AI. Like, I want people to understand my position. If you incorporate AI work into something else, like you're making a video game, for example, and you're an indie title, and you don't have a lot of money for hiring voice actresses, or you don't have a lot of money for music and stuff, and so you're using AI here and there, but only in your first title, because once you actually have money, then you actually use that money to hire people. I think that's fine, you know? But if you're a AAA company, if you're something that uses AI in order to sell a product for the exact same price, just to, you know, fire a couple of artists and to get rid of folks, and then expect the customer to pay you the exact same amount of cash, no, I think that's coming. I generally do. And, you know, that's just me. I'm not telling other people what to do, but it seems that a lot of people do already agree with me, which is why when someone finds AI usage in a video game that's not disclosed, the video game gets in a lot of trouble. And when they do disclose it, there is around 25 to 30% of the customer base that just flat out refuses to buy the product. I like to call them AI vegans, right? Because it's very similar to the concept of vegan. Like, a vegan may actually enjoy the taste of a McBurger, but he stays away from it for ideological reasons, and so he refuses to buy it. And what happens is that restaurants eventually, they have vegan-only menus, right? Because there are people that generally do not want to buy meat, and there seems to be, like, nowadays a sufficient amount of percentage of them to the point where the industry actually ends up catering to these people. And so when it comes to AI, no, I do believe that the correct thing is for companies to disclose whether or not they use AI in their work. I am more tolerant to someone that incorporates AI into a broader piece of work and actually has his own major contribution to it, and only does it because he is poor and he can't afford to do a proper job. And I don't accept when AAA companies do it, and I definitely do not accept when people hide it. I think, like, this is the worst thing, right? Like, when someone uses AI and absolutely tries to hide it from the customer. It's like, why would they do that? Like, why would they try to bamboozle or lie to the customer? Because at that point, it's not about AI, it's about fraud, right? Like, I do think it's a moral duty for companies to explain exactly what's in the box so that the customer makes an intelligent purchase. And so, all in all, what I want people to understand is that I'm not actually against AI, because I do use it myself. In fact, I find doing stuff like this to be quite funny, and it's really nice to see your favorite characters come alive in any situation that you can imagine. But what I am against is someone doing the same activity that I do, which costs absolutely nothing, and then try to charge me $20. That's fucking retarded, right? Like, it's insane. And so I don't understand why I would support someone charging the exact same price that they used to charge when they would hire actual talent, like actual people that would draw by hand, and they would put a lot of creative effort into it. And so, like, the money was justified back then. And not to mention, when you hire someone, like, you also have to pay taxes for that person, right? Like, you have to pay their healthcare, you have to pay for their pension. Meanwhile, with the AI, you don't pay that. So, yet again, the price is just not justifiable. I do not understand why anyone would be willing to cough up a lot of cash. Unless, of course, you know, like, they sell this for $1. Like, if they sell it for $1, then that's fine, because you would still have, like, the creative effort, I guess. You know, like, the person came up with the concept. But as you can see here, you can also use the AI to come up with the concept. Like, my entire prompt for this was generate a 4-manga panel comic with Albedo being clumsy in a store and show a bit of fan service, right? And so this is what the AI came up with itself. Like, I didn't actually describe the scene. I didn't actually have to contribute anything. And if people want to pay money for something like this, that's on them. But I don't understand why they're so upset when other individuals like myself are saying, no, we're not buying it. Like, no, because no. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.